guys, welcome back to my channel, and on this episode we are going to be cracking ourselves up a little bit with some unspoken social rules I believe that we should all be aware of, because one way or the other, doing it or not doing it affects our relationships with people negatively or positively. With me today to discuss these rules that are very important, emphasis on very, very, very important, are some amazing people. And I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So we're going to start with the gentlemen because they are the new people you are yet to meet. So on my right is...
My name is Cephas Neodatelamte.
Welcome, Cephas.
Thank you.
And on my left?
My name is Terence Amwa.
Guys, so that's my baby brother. Don't let the
You have to add the baby to it.
Why do you have to do that, man?
I had to. Sorry. But yeah, that's my baby
let
brother.
the young man breathe.
He's breathing fine.
Let the young man
That's how
breathe.
big sisters will always
Yeah, try to feel like that.
Should I be unspoken rule? I'm not supposed to say baby.
Yes,
Nah, it's rude.
unspoken.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just
I mean,
say
in
my
course,
brother.
in course.
I'm sorry.
That's my brother, but if emphasizing on the
I couldn't
baby
help
makes
it. I couldn't help it, but anyway.
Anyway.
Okay, so we're going to get right into the video. So we'll take turns. We actually came up with some set of the unspoken rules that all of us, one way or the other, have been culprits of. At least one. Yeah, so as you know, on this channel, we learn and we relearn because we're on the journey of evolving into becoming the best versions of ourselves. So the one that did it for me is this one. Treat the cleaner with the same respect as the CEO, because your character is defined by who and by how you treat people. Be kind to waiters, housekeepers, and drivers. Please, it's not that you go in every time and you do, because it's just your CEO you see as, oh yeah, he deserves your respect. I mean, the cleaner is human too. Treat the person with respect.
Yeah.
We have people who, if you are not there, they don't want, exactly, and it's not cool, it's not fair. I feel like that's even fake. Is that something like fake respect?
That's like you're showing the respect to them as to what you know they can do for you.
Exactly.
What you stand to gain from the relationship.
And that's you not being
Which
real.
feel
I mean,
yeah.
if you have that trait, maybe you should start examining yourself and doing better. I mean, who wants to go next?
I think I will go. So yeah, I want to pick one. So when someone tells you a secret, take it to your grave, even if you wake up as enemies the next morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's important, and I think I'm saying this because most of the time when people tend to fall out, you know, they're like, okay, now that we've fallen out, then so let me just spill the beans and say it as it is. Unless in particular situations, there are always exceptions to some of these things. Yeah, that maybe you need to like express something. Other than that, I don't see why you should just, because you're no longer like that with the person, like you want to watch the person's dirty lining outside, like that's not good. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It ends there. Yeah, let's go. It ends there.
And then to add to what you just said, there are people who actually trusted you to let you in on a secret and expose that vulnerability, that side of them to you. So it's actually very wrong to just go out there because you've fallen out. You just go out there and start spreading the secret. It's very bad. It's very terrible.
Yeah.
It shows the kind of person you are.
Exactly.
The kind of human
Integrity
being you are.
counts.
Yeah.
There's certain things when you do, you feel you're trying to hurt the person, the other person involved, but you're rather exposing yourself.
It reflects on you.
You're exposing yourself to people out there, the people you're telling that, oh, okay, this is the kind of person you are. So when something like this happens between the two of us in the near future, you go do the same thing to me like you're doing to the other person.
True.
It's something that we all even have to learn from, because it's not really healthy. It's not really healthy.
To add to this, I think it's not just out of the box, but even when you bring it to our homes, where children confide in mommy or daddy. My mom has been a victim. That's what I'm saying. You wanna say some things to mommy and you don't want daddy to hear about it, right? But then You talk to mommy, and then daddy comes 30 minutes time and is advising you on something, and it's about. I think we should.
Daddy had it on his way home.
Daddy knows he's here.
It's my own people. I can't even trust them.
I know. It's a people.
But we don't like, it's family, so why not? I mean, they have that, but yeah.
So I mean, yeah. So do you want to come in with yours?
Yeah, there's one that actually spoke to me when I read it. Is, when someone takes you out for lunch and someone offers you lunch or says, "Oh, Charlie, bro, Charlie, we'll go find something to chop, or let's go have something to eat." Don't go and order the most expensive thing.
But maybe that's what I want.
Especially when you're not paying. Or we are not. Especially when you're not paying. If you're going Dutch on it, it's fine. Or you say, "Oh, you know what? I want to order the bar. I want to chip in something." That is different. But if you just go and you go like, "Charlie, they won't go. Yeah, I'm gonna go find something to chop." And then the person offers you lunch, and then you go on the menu, the most expensive stuff. That's when you go and order your seafood platter and things. Your seafood platter, and then when you're done, you sound to order a takeaway to take.
Oh, that's
bad,
no, that's not
bad.
cool.
It's so bad.
That's not cool. Please, if you are doing that stuff,
so
it's not cool.
We need to grow out of that behavior as people.
Yeah. You mentioned going Dutch. So there's this situation I think usually goes unspoken, especially with girlfriends. Say for instance, I asked Ella out, let's hang out. Is it necessary for us to discuss whether we are splitting the bill, whether I'm picking the tab, or because we are going Dutch one way or the other? So it doesn't look like she didn't have plans of stepping out. I am suggesting. So it's not like you're inconveniencing me. I think we should communicate. Or maybe we can split the bill when we get there. Or is the place okay for you? Can you afford a meal on your own when we get there? Because sometimes people assume because you invite them out and they didn't plan, you're going to pick up the tab. So
but you should communicate ahead of time.
People like that, you even know it yourself, because the moment that happens and the next time they are not like picking up, forthcoming as like going out with you, all those things, that's you messed up somewhere small. And there's some people, they don't even have to tell you, they feel like, you should. It's common sense. Even if you're not the one going to pay, at least the fact that move that and it's not the fake one, like, I'm trying but
for the money, but they are still waiting for you to count it.
Communication, it boils down to communication. So, can I help with this?
There's this thing that I learned from a mentor. He was telling me, like, anytime he was advising me or something, like, you go in and then you ask him, let's go for a meeting and I want to discuss something. Someone who is in the field or in an industry or has a knowledge or a wealth of knowledge that you want to tap into. When you take them out or for lunch or for dinner or for whatever, you always have to take up the tab. No matter what. No matter how rich they are and everything. Unless they refuse. Like they refuse.
They insist.
They say, they insist that no, don't worry, I'll just take up.
Okay.
But always make sure it's at a place where you are. If they suggest, okay, let's meet at Moving Pick, and your budget is not Moving Pick level, you just tell them, Chief, I actually budgeted for, let's say, Bourbon Cafe, where we could, I could afford it. You have good food and everything. Let's go to Moving Pick. I'll pay for it. Then that's fine. But if not, and you suggest the place and you take him out, don't expect him to pay. Just go ahead and do the needful. Do the needful, do the needful. Because you are actually going to tap into his knowledge for free and his experience and his for free. So you just need to pay for it. That's the thing.
Okay, I think I'll hop on the next one. Never wear white to a wedding unless it has been stated on the invitation or unless the bride asks you to.
Do you know I've actually heard people fight over something like there's been fallouts. Especially for ladies. For ladies, it's actually a thing. I've seen on social media. They were zooming in on the woman who was wearing it almost looked like a gown, and they were saying she was trying to overshadow the bride and all that. But it goes unspoken, but it's dicey and it's debatable. But I feel, Charlie, to some extent, don't try to offstage the bride. Like,
it makes a lot of sense because we know the what do you call it? our traditional weddings, with the traditional weddings, the girls usually wear kente, the cloth and all the stuff, and all the Nigerians wear the ashoke and all that kind of stuff. So it's differentiated. You can see who the bride is amongst the people and all that kind of stuff. But with the white wedding, where we know, say, the ladies always wear white, a guy wears a tuxedo, whatever be the color, and the lady wears the white. You're not supposed to show up in a nicer white than the bride's white. It makes you look like, you know, suspect. Like,
sure.
You get me? Like maybe you're envious of her, and you're trying to put out the statement that I look better in white than you.
I know.
It makes sense. And also another thing too, not just weddings, even birthday parties. Because most birthday, when you go to a birthday party, unless it's stated that it's all white party, where it's an all white party where you're going to, you've been invited to, allow the birthday person to enjoy her day, use her day. Just let them stand out. If you have other clothes, you can wear white any other day. Wear that particular day. Why?
Keep your white until you are asked to wear it.
Everybody black, everybody green. You pair white. Only you white. Why?
Why?
Tell us why.
All right. So another thing is, do not use your advantage or privilege as a tool to bully others. I feel people do that a lot. Like maybe you're in a certain position at work and you try to use that to take advantage of people, or you think you're in a better financial standing, so you just look down on people. You try to just,
you throw your weight on everybody.
It's not cool.
Because you just walk into the room like, you're only me, my shit doesn't stink. All of you, your shit stinks. You get me? Yeah, that kind of stuff. Because you feel like you are there. The tables might turn in a second. You never know.
I know, right?
The tables just turn like that, and you never know. You go like the man up there, Charlie, he's wicked. No, he's not. He's teaching you a lesson.
True.
True. Sometimes we just get our vision clouded and our what do you call it? Our ego clouds our ways of doing things, and then we feel like, I'm there, I'm just this. Charlie, you know the suffer before I get you.
But I think there's an addition to the unspoken thing, especially with most the older folks. That thing where I struggled to get here, so you two must pass, do the same. Come on, that is where you've gotten somewhere. So you are laying that path. At least we should be able to.
I think people don't get it that sometimes where you are is actually an answered prayer for somebody else. So you are a tool, you are a blessing. It was given to you so that others' lives can be easier, because but Charlie,
there's some things that hard work and everything, that side is there, but some people will make you like, you can help.
That's a side. You are the one who was like the pace setter.
Exactly for that.
You broke the door and went through the door, and now you've shown people that it's possible. So why do you expect people to also struggle the way you did?
Exactly.
You don't know how I'm supposed to get here.
Really putting them through.
You don't want to learn.
Greatly.
It's typical in African settings. Highly.
It is.
They don't have to go through.
It's not necessary. We need to grow out of that culture in this country. It's very bad. It's very bad.
Can I take it?
We said that form. Yeah, of course. You struggled. We appreciate it. And the fact that you've gone through it, you help others up, makes you more of a legend.
Exactly.
And it gives you a good reputation. For people to say, oh, I succeeded this person. He did it first. Yeah. And then I learned from him. Yeah. And that kind of stuff. And become an inspiration to other people too as well.
Yeah, that's what I was telling somebody. I don't know if it was you or Esther. I was like, did you watch Harry Potter? Any of you?
Me.
Yeah. So when
Chamber of Secrets,
Voldemort was leaving a part of himself in those things just so he could return, right? I was telling someone that we live through people, and the people we experience are like our Horcruxes, right? So that is, we don't die. Fine, we do die. Is natural, but a part of us always is left behind through the people we touch. Yes. Exactly. So when I experience you, I leave a part of myself with you. So you become my Horcrux. So that is me still living through you. So if people could just view life like that, it's a legacy. People could just live like that. I'm sure they do better.
I'll pick on the next one. A very funny one, but it's important. I'm so serious. Please do not video call me when.
Sorry.
Oh my God! Like, do not video call people. Like, just out of the blue, random, yeah. And sometimes like the looks even behind the call and everything. Yeah. I mean, there are just some. Actually, there are just very few exceptions to it. I mean, unless you're like that with the person.
Extremely like that with the person.
I think underlined word extremely like that with the person. But come on.
Yeah, we get it. I mean, out of excitement, you want to share good news.
Yeah. It's not even just good news.
Yo, see, I got it. Bro, relax. You never know the
Yeah.
it's in or
Yeah.
what the situation.
Just they think they can just.
And then you just call randomly and then it's not nice.
Yeah. True.
Charlie, if we do better.
Please,
if we do
video
better.
calls should always come with
Try.
heads up. I mean, text
Yeah,
first,
or
call first. Are
actually
you up
text-
for a video
You
call?
text the person and go like, yo, Charlie, are you down for a video call?
Yeah.
You get me? Like, especially if it's a video call. You get me? Yeah, Charlie, bro, you up for a video call or something? Yeah. You get me? But you don't feel entitled to a video call because we are friends. And
Yeah,
you just
true.
pick up the phone and call.
I know, right? Sure.
Yeah, it's like you're invading the person's
Privacy, yes. And some people think they have to. Me, I don't mind.
I'm entitled to your
I'm
personal
entitled
space.
to it. You get me? Like, that's the energy they're giving.
I know.
Need to just pick up.
I really get pissed if you don't pick up. I'm like, I'm calling you a video call. I'm like, excuse you? I mean, Charlie, we are learning. No shade intended.
Yeah, no shitting, honestly. Just sometimes you're just in between something and all that. It's so
And that we
random.
mentioned, there's a thing about calls too. When you call someone and it rings 3 times or 4 times and there's no answer, there's no response, just another 5-10 minutes or wait for the person to call you back. If they don't call you back, unless the person owes you money and you actually bring my money. Aside that, no one, if you're not entitled to a call, answer anytime you call someone and someone might be busy. They might be in a position where they can't answer.
True.
So if it rings 3 times, usually that's my rule. When I'm calling someone and it rings 3 times or 4 times and they don't answer, then I just end the call until they either call me back or I'll wait another 10 minutes or 5 minutes and then call them back and they're like, yo, shall I see your call earlier? But I don't know if you pick up because I did, so I understand. You get me? But don't feel like you have to call the person like it's an emergency. And then when it rings 12 times and then you call back again, another 12 times and then call back. Relax.
But sometimes, okay,
Relax.
well, in certain situations, I feel, except I know people who don't miss calls or they'll text you, I'm in the middle of something, right? The moment I don't get that from you, either you're not texting or I feel, I get worried. I feel probably there's something wrong somewhere. What happens in that situation too? I mean, do I stop calling completely?
So you have to hold on to, that's what I'm saying, you wait for 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes for the person to call you back. Or sometimes, whilst you're waiting, you realize that they couldn't pick up the call, but they're able to text you. So within that 10-minute space, whilst you're waiting, yo, bro, you call, sweetheart, you get me, I saw your call.
I know.
Within that 10 minutes, just have patience. It's just people just lack patience and emotional intelligence. Just feel like, oh yeah, everything is just like, you get me?
Yeah, just to add on a bit, I think sometimes too, like if you're overly concerned, maybe if there's any other close friend, a mutual close friend, you can just check in on the other person. And because sometimes you might even get the answers from the person that, because Bizo is doing it, that's how come we didn't get back to you.
But in this case, you also have to use discretion. You get me? Because you don't have to start projecting negative thoughts towards the person and feel like they're in some kind of trouble.
Yeah.
Well, let me just wait 10-15 minutes. I'll call them back. If they don't pick up or they don't text me back, then I know there's an issue or something, or they have an issue with me. You see, sometimes you have to use your discretion, and a little bit of intelligence just to, manage 2 situations.
Yeah. Sure. This one is very sensitive. Do not post about people's good news or achievements until they go ahead to post it first or even give you permission to. I mean, if I share something with you in privacy, the next moment spies on your status. What? I mean, relax. At least if I haven't posted it yet, you are posting. I mean, it's not cool. You should be. I mean, it's good news, we know, but you should just
let the
pace
person
it a
be
bit.
the first
to
person to
post
share,
it, yeah.
and then you can just go
And
ahead.
if it doesn't get out on social media, know the person is not comfortable putting it out there. So keep it to yourself, basically. I mean, period.
Yeah.
I'll take this one.
Sure.
I think everyone has experienced this. Don't ask people when they are marrying or having children. If you've not experienced this, let me see your hand.
But in a funny way though. I think you've not
experienced
experienced it.
You've actually experienced it.
I have.
I think you're currently experiencing it.
Not really, Mom. I'm still young anyway.
When are we meeting him? Who is him?
Is it just me or is the church aunties?
When are you meeting him?
The church aunties are part.
Family settings, like when there's a huge family gathering where
So you
there's
attend somebody's
a engagement and a cousin's engagement, a wedding, and then the grandmas and the aunties, they start looking at you. Hey, ni maybe okay you but me maybe okay and then you go like okay, relax.
I know, right?
I mean, if there's a date set, you definitely know
about
it one way or
it.
the other.
Yeah.
We are family.
Yeah.
We are related, so you definitely know about
I mean, it's not cool because sometimes you don't even know the social state or mental state a person is in. I mean, you can't want me to marry more than I want to marry, or you can't want somebody to marry more than they want to marry, but you never know what they are going to. Maybe that is not what they are even focused on. So essentially, in this economy, some are looking for money, how to even survive through the basic. Yeah, you know. So you have to be bombarding. Whilst you're talking about that,
they've pressured. I'm not cutting you.
Sure.
Sorry. I feel like society and parents and older folks have pressured a lot of the youth into getting married, and their guys are found and women have found themselves in wrong marriages that they regret and they can't do anything about, because you just feel like, oh, marriage is just marriage. You just be now, you get me, or find someone and get married to them. Find someone and get married to them. But is the person evolved to a point, or there are some people you date them, but they are not willing to grow as people.
Yeah.
You get me? They don't have the growth mindset. They want to, it's okay, life is comfortable, it's okay, yes, sir. But meanwhile, you want to improve, you want to evolve, you want to grow as a person, you have a growth mindset.
Yeah.
And then now they'll be stunting your growth because they don't want that.
Exactly.
And then because they don't want that for you too. So
of course,
you become like, they become like a what do you call it? A lot in your life, a pillar of salt in your life where you have to always be looking back. You have to be always be looking back and be checking on them, and it's true.
Yeah, true.
It's bad.
That can be draining. I mean, yeah.
A lot of people who are in relationships and marriages that they are not happy about, and if they get a chance to cheat, they will, because they are not emotionally attached to the people. We are not saying you go and cheat, but they are not attached to the people emotionally, and they are not there because they are not in the marriage presently. They are not present in the marriage because that's not where they wanted to be. That's not who they wanted to get married to. But we need to do our homework before,
But another thing, I feel these things should be something you should be aware of. Be self-aware. Love yourself so much that you don't pressure get you to making moves you are not ready for. Don't compromise. I mean, you love yourself, you set your boundaries, you love yourself, you are self-aware, you know what you want, when you want it, and how you want it, basically.
You need to know your childhood traumas, heal from them, your insecurities, your attachment style, your abandonment issues. All those things plays a role with the kind of people the kind of person you marry, and it also advises and, like, let's say, it hints you with the kind of person you are, so you know who to go in for. You get me? You don't just get up and say, find someone in marry.
I found you.
Find someone in marry. So any person you see there with a shiny body, let's get married.
Yeah, true. That's true.
The children aspect to, a lot of married people are under pressure from family. Like Juliet mentioned, you don't know the state the person is going to. Probably there's nothing wrong with them, but they are just trying to take things easy.
Yeah.
You come from nowhere and you're already, especially the mother-in-laws. Hey, when am I having a grandchild? When am I having a baby?
Yeah,
I think we should give married people space to create their homes. More so, children are gifts from God. They choose to have children if it's God's will, and so on and so forth.
Another thing, here in Africa especially, you haven't seen someone in a long time. Hey, what you? It is not a greeting. It is not. You don't talk about people's weight. I mean, it's not cool. The person might be dealing with health issues. What for? Like you've lost weight. So what's happening? Is everything okay? I'm on a diet.
No, they've appointed themselves to be your mirror.
Oh no, it's not cool.
They tell you,
it's not cool.
They tell you it's not cool.
I'm going to share this. It's sensitive. There was this girl. We were in uni. So she was going through something. So a part of her body started. We were all surprised. We were wondering what that, because her body was changing. But no, she was dealing with a serious illness that required surgery. Others started spreading rumors that she was pregnant. And psychologically, at a point, I think she told her roommate she wanted to commit suicide because of the comments she was hearing about her body changing, her weight, and it wasn't cool. I mean, that was when I learnt this thing that, Charlie, when something is happening with someone's body, you don't know what is going on. I mean, you might as well just keep quiet. If you're not close to the person, just go around throwing comments here and there. It's not fair at all on anybody.
That's very true. I have a similar encounter. In my case, I visit a friend, and then, okay, so his dad is always sitting at the veranda, like the corridor. So he's always the first person you meet. And I hadn't seen him in like a year. And he saw me, and the first thing he could say was, "Hey, Pagozi, oh no, I'm looking too fat. I'm looking too fat. No, you need to look smart. You're a young man. You need to look smart. No.
You're a young man.
It was like back to back, like for 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, like, what is this? You know, it's like, no, you're a young guy. No, you need, and that's
You're younger. That's the part
you need
you're a young guy.
You need to look smart. No, please. Next time, I don't see you like this.
Hey.
And I was like, and I've not stepped foot into the house.
Oh.
Because why would I want to visit you?
You don't want to go through what
I'm
he put
sure you're
you
doing
through.
that out of respect because you don't want to end up
Yeah,
saying
spaz
something
out,
rude and
yeah.
like, you get me? Or like, yo, Charlie, talk to your old boy. And I'm like, so. Yeah.
Oh, someone. I had a similar situation to some time ago. I think I was having this event, like an outreach sort of, and a friend also like came around. And my mom also like did pass a similar comment, but in a very funny way, like she has like wafeno. It's been a while and all that, but the person took an offense in that that how like the thing came out. Cause already he was dealing with stuff, and I was even aware. But here's the case: my mom didn't know about it and all that. So later on, I told her. And she was full of regret. She was like, oh my God, she didn't know this. And to her, she was like saying, you know that thing, the stuff on your cheeks. And And the guy, but I was so happy that my friend told me, because you know there's some people that will keep quiet over it. Like, oh, and she was like, oh no, I wasn't really happy with this. But he vibed with everyone, like everything was normal. So when he even told me, I was surprised because he actually looked okay throughout and everything. We're all laughing. I hadn't even paid attention to it until he brought it up, and I was like, oh wow, I'm so sorry about that. Saying this thing. So I even apologized on my mom's behalf. And after I had told her about the whole thing, she was like, oh, and that's her first time even like seeing the guy in a long while. And to her, she was being bubbly around the person. She didn't know, you see. So those things, yeah. But I was glad at least she took it, because someone else was like, no. They wouldn't even mind, yeah. But I was just happy. I was just happy for my. Yeah.
Always return money you borrow before you ask for another one.
Before you ask for another one.
Ask or anything, just return the money you borrowed. You know, we have this culture. In fact, we like to borrow in this country, and it's part of it. Everywhere you borrow stuff, you borrow money, you lend money. But we have a very bad attitude of repaying back our debt as a country. I mean, see the likes of UT Bank and all this kind of. It's out of debt that has broken the bank because people don't like to pay when they owe you money. They don't like to pay. It's sad. You go. You say, "Anua yede." The trees have this proverb. Anua yede, yede bobusiano. Enye noa na yede tuya. You get me? Which mean, for them to even create an idea. It means that it's been there. Time memorial has been there from back since. You get me? Like. And they have no intentions of paying back. And the sad part is they have no respect to us to communicating it to you, say, oh, Charlie, would they fetch me? And now you just borrow me or just dash me this money. You get me? Just let the person know. But they will make the promise like, oh, Charlie, I didn't need this agent loan. Just 2K, agent 2K. You send the agent 2K to them, and then now you have to beg for your own money back.
Yeah.
It's actually the reasons why
You have to beg and show what do you call Ghana card and IDs and things before you get your money back.
It's crazy.
actually one of the reasons we are suffering a lot because helping people nowadays
It's
like,
difficult.
becomes difficult because
Yeah,
of
it's
the
true.
experiences that you've had. And you know, money is very like when it comes to money.
Sometimes you may have no one to give it out or something
Exactly.
because you're scared of how things will pan out.
So
I don't
because
want
of
to ruin
that,
the
because of that,
friendships.
sorry, Tess, because
No
of that,
worries.
someone really needs your help.
Yeah.
You can't extend that help because someone has blocked that
chance,
channel.
yeah.
You get me? They block that
True.
chance and that channel
It's
too as
true.
well. Because if you ruin it for someone, you ruin it for everybody. And not just money. Anything you go and borrow, send it back.
There's this other one. Make your invitations clear. You know how some people be like, if you want to come, you can come. I'm doing a party. If you want to come, come. Ah,
Then why are you even telling me the first
I
place?
know, right? Do you want the person to come? Okay, so I'm throwing a party. You are invited. It's at this time, this time, this time. Anything you want the person to know, you clearly state it. But when you leave it hanging, oh, if you want to come, come. I mean, it feels like you don't want the person there, but you're trying to be safe about it.
It sounds like that. It sounds like when someone does that, it tells you that you are not a priority. You are not on the guest list in the first place. So you, in your own way, shouldn't go. You get me?
Respect yourself.
For instance, if I have this thing recently, it was me setting boundaries for myself and my friendships and all that, my friend groups and all that kind of stuff, where you have people inviting you to parties and events last minute. Like the event is tomorrow night, and then they tell you about it the night before or the morning. Meanwhile, you've made plans for drinks, food, what do you call it? Decorations, decor and everything, pastries and everything, weeks and months ahead.
Yeah.
And even music and everything months ahead. And then you didn't factor me in the plan. What if maybe you feel like, oh, okay, he has nothing to contribute. That's how I see like he has nothing to contribute. Or why we did into the man last minute. No. You're inviting the person at your convenience.
Yeah.
Isn't it right? Well, what if the person has something to do the next day at the time? And they have to call out. If they have to pull out because they can't come, and they'll end up carrying the guilt on you. They're not putting the guilt on you, and you'll be carrying the guilt like, oh, you're the bad person. But in the first place, if you let me know, if you want me to come to the party or the event, at least 5 working days, 5 business days, let me know.
Yeah.
But like I said, to some things there are exceptions anyway. Some people maybe those things genuinely
Forget, in the heat
If they
of the
forget, it's
planning.
fine. Then don't invite the person at all.
Some people, like, I think it comes in last minute. I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Some in the heat of the planning may forget.
If it comes continuous, then I know.
Yeah, they're sending a statement to you. I mean,
No, that you're not really a priority. You're not like my friend like that.
It's not what you say, but it's what you do. The actions that sometimes you portray, it speaks louder than the words
True that.
you convey to people. So, for instance, if I sit for instance, you pick an Uber, and you sit in the Uber, and the driver is driving and is texting. Unconsciously, he's communicating to you that he doesn't care about your life,
yeah.
and he doesn't care about his life. So it's not the texting that he's doing, no. It's what he's communicating to you. You should see it from that angle, from that perspective. It's not about, oh, he's just texting. And no, what if something happens?
Yeah.
Because it would lead to, what he's doing will lead to something, which will lead to a result that both.
I know the situations vary here, because that's like life threatening in this point.
But then again, I'm just saying that because what sometimes people do communicate how they feel about you and what they think about you.
Oh, that's true.
Because
That's true.
if it's a friendship that they prioritize.
Okay, well, that's
They're
true.
intentional
Especially
about
you're very
it.
close
You
to
get
the
me?
person.
If
You
it's a-
think
Exactly. If it's a friendship that.
When you think you are close to the person.
So sometimes it's good to give the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes it's good to give the benefit of the doubt, but you have to see that. Sometimes it's good to give the benefit of the doubt, but you have to see the intention behind it, the innuendo, the underlining meaning of what the person's action says. You get me? You have to see that. Like, if you really prioritize a friendship or something, you let me know. Oh, Charlie, bro, what be your plan this Friday?
Yeah.
Or what's your plan this Saturday? And they're like, oh yeah, Saturday I'm cool. Saturday I'm available. Oh, within this time I would like me. I did do some small party. I want me to pass by. I want me to swing by, Charlie. Or they invite you like, oh Charlie, tomorrow I did do some party. You just swing by if you can. You're not inviting me. It's not
like an extra person.
Automatically I can't come. If you have any intentions of inviting me last minute, don't invite me. I won't come.
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
I mean, everyone has. Yeah, I respect that.
Because if I'm going to invite you and I respect the friendship and I prioritize you as a person, as a human being, I would definitely send out the invitations days and weeks ahead, and I'll communicate with you.
Yeah. So you can
exactly, and even plan with you. That's the thing. Plan with you is like, yo, what be a plan? Shall we could do? I don't want to do some small party. What be your mind? Are you up for it?
Sure.
Would you want me to be of help or anything?
All right.
So we take the next one.
Anymore?
Should I? Or
Who's taking the next one?
Okay, all right, let me take
Yeah.
it.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't force your beliefs on anyone.
Yes.
I don't know. You find people in the corporate setting, a group of Christians, trying to. Maybe you have some few Muslim brothers around, and trying to create a division because.
Yes. Yeah.
You belong to a certain faith or believe in something. I personally think
it's not even. It's not. Let's take it out of the
It's not
religious
just about
context.
religion.
But maybe, like, for instance, a football team, a football club. You have 4 or 5 friends who are Manchester fans, and because you are a Chelsea fan, they are forcing you to become a Manchester fan at all costs. And you know the worst part there is like you against the world, because if Chelsea loses, hell will break loose. And then they're forcing that belief on you that Charlie can't join Chelsea. It's not right. And then also parents too as well. And people want to have that. I feel when they do that, they want to just have the feel of control and how do I say it? Like some kind of power over you and influence over you. That's the word, influence. They want to feel like they can influence you into taking a certain decision or taking a certain pathway because they are there. You get me? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Projections. Yeah. True. The experience, it doesn't mean we should also. Right. So there's this one. Accept compliments and say thank you. You know, there are people. Oh, you're looking nice. Oh, it's nothing. No, I don't get if I try to be. I know we're all guilty. I mean, I'm guilty too. But sometimes I feel. I don't know if it's self-sabotage. We feel like, it is. I mean, it's self-sabotage. You feel like maybe you're not there yet, or you are not what they are perceiving you to be. But I think the best thing to do is just say thank you, and then.
You know this thing that goes on like in Ghana with the guys. Oh, you meet a guy and like, Charlie, your suit is looking dapper. It's like, oh, boss. I did learn from you. Oh, boss, you are the one too. Every day.
I think men find it difficult to accept compliments and just say thank you. I mean,
majority of them.
Like, we find it difficult. We just don't want to. Like, we feel like we are stroking each other's ego. So when you say that, I have to downplay it a bit and then stroke your ego too, and then
Oh no.
So, Charlie, like he says, oh boss, your studio look nice. I was like, Charlie, your watch there.
I know that you're supposed to compliment. We just start complimenting each other. Yeah.
And then that's how some boy friendship starts. You go like, Charlie, your watch, Charlie, what you go on? No, Charlie, this is your beard there. Oh, Charlie, I did learn from you.
It's just nice to just accept the compliment, say thank you, and then move on. We need to take.
Play the next one. So, if you're someone's means of going home, like from work, school, whatever, at least, means of transportation. I mean, just communicate to the person. So I had someone come up to me. It was a bit sad though because it was like, oh, there was a friend that, I mean, like, yeah, they head towards the same direction, and I think from there it's just like a short route heading to his place. But later on, you know the sad thing, like later on when the person found out that, I mean, when the person didn't communicate and all that, he was like, and the person should try and get his own car. Then yeah, it was bad, and he doesn't feel comfortable, like, you know, and it's been continuous. And I was like, that's not cool, because there was one time that the person was waiting.
Yeah.
Do you get this? And this is not even something that the person brought us in the first place. You even offered, yes, at the beginning. I had that, oh, we're all heading towards, but I think because it became a continuous thing, and the person didn't know that maybe you have a problem with it because you offered it in the first place.
Yeah.
But then now you don't even say anything. You have a way of giving an excuse. Oh, I'll pick this thing. I'll have to do this. I have to do that, and then cut the
It
person
will also
off.
be that the person offering the lift to the passenger is not a good passenger, because you sit in the car and you start to Charlie car the cow. You know.
No things. Yeah, there are people like that. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
In my car, you're saying other stuff
true,
like
yeah.
Charlie. Then sometimes you come and sit in your car and you start looking at what do you call it? Your fuel gear.
Charlie, this thing, I see.
And
Or if you just fall, then no.
that's the interest.
I'm just offering you a lift because I'm headed to the same location. So if the same direction. So if you're not going, if you were going, if you have some other things doing, go do it on your own.
Yeah,
another
true.
time. Let me just drop you home and then become a good passenger. But then you don't sit in the car and then you condemn things and then you start suggesting, Charlie, oh, you know someone saying, if you feel past Laboni, I go beam you.
Nah.
I get something pick for the. I don't pick my shadow for the tail line. What's up?
Be a good passenger, please.
Be a good
Don't
passenger.
stress your drivers
He
when they
said
give
you want a
lift.
lift from point A to B. Just be in the car and then that's it.
True.
Shut
I
up.
listen to
So
it.
another thing is say for instance someone is also picking you up, don't delay them. I mean, they have a time they are working with. The person gets to you. The person says, I'm getting to you in 5 minutes. Make sure you are ready and you are even waiting for the person offering the lift. I mean, you don't expect someone to drive all the way to wherever you are and then they come and have to wait for you, please.
And I said
Learn
that too,
and
when
do
you sit in the
better.
car, don't be coming to stress the person's radio when it's not actually.
Oh,
Connecting to the Bluetooth and then playing your own song. Because Charlie, you feel like,
hey,
bro.
I think the guys are the one having one of the issues.
They have that issue.
It's actually a real friend that actually
Where else like cable day? Yeah, they put on some song, they start playing some unnecessary song that you're not even cool with.
No.
It's not right. It's not right. I mean, we need to do better. I might sound a bit passionate or overly passionate about this, but we have to do better as people.
I
We
mean,
just have to
true,
do
Charlie.
better.
That's what
Comes
we
to
are
the car
learning and
inside,
unlearning. I mean,
you offer a lift.
we're all learning.
You offer a lift and then you make the person regret for offering you a lift. Why?
It's not cool.
Listen to the other side of the story, yeah. The guy was like, oh, that wasn't it. And that's when I realized that some people, they overly, and then exaggerated. And the person's almost like, oh no, there was some time, I think it's similar to what he said. He was going to fill in his tank at the station. I mean, he doesn't mind anything. But he was like, every time he does it consistently, this person passed some funny comment. I mean, jokingly. And he was like, it's not like you're even paying for the food or you're even helping with anything. But any small thing, hey, just 300 cedis or just, that kind of thing. Food, like, you're not even helping.
I mean, I was like,
I think that day he bought 150 or so. I think that day he bought 150 or so. And he said that he knew it was a joke or just laughing about, but he thought about something like, nah, the guy didn't try. So since then he didn't know how to, like, not that he can't confront the guy or anything, but he was like, nah, just same way he brought himself, he would take himself out. He would just leave the situation, find a way to just.
Unfortunately, we have to wrap up.
Yeah, because when you become an annoying passenger, now people will try and avoid you deliberately. So even when they are going there, they'll tell you, "Oh, nah, I just chill for the car."
I think you've experienced this. I want to hear the experience off camera.
You have to do part 2.
Okay, yeah, true. We can actually have a part 2 because we have a lot we haven't exhausted. Time runs when you're having fun and learning in the process. It's been a great session and I enjoyed it with myself. I've been a corporate with some of these things and I've learned, so I know better now. I know we all know better now. So thank you for watching and until the next video, remember, evolving involves eliminating. Please get rid of the things that are no longer serving you. That's how you learn and you grow. Bye.
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 Bye.